Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatha Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatam Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishakam Vitam Scha Om Agyana Timaranda Sha Gyanajana Shalakaya Chakshurunaitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhishtam Supurakam Guruganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Abhidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Vande Vishwagurun Shah Divyad Bhagavad Premnavi Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchandavananam Balarka Shelan Shitam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhantinidim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Mandetam Shubharam Mareka Sharanam Nyashishvara Shridaram Vanshakapatarubhyas Chakripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamananyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're continuing with our reading of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Adi-lila, Chapter 4, the confidential reasons for the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Text 63. Ladini Sandini Sambit Tvayeka Sarva Samstito Ladatapa Kori Mishra Tvayi no Gunavarjite. O Lord, you are the support of everything. The three attributes, Ladini, Sandini, and Sambit, exist in you as one spiritual energy. But the material modes which cause happiness, misery, and mixtures of the two do not exist in you, for you have no material qualities. Sandinira Shara Amsha Shuddha Sattvanam Bhagavanera Satahoy Jahate Vishram. The essential portion of the Sandini potency is Shuddha Sattva. The Lord's existence rests upon it. Mata Pita Stana Griha Shaya Sana Ar Esab Krishnera Shuddha Sattvara Bikar. Krishna's mother, father, abode, house, bedding, seats, and so on are all transformations of Shuddha Sattva. So Shuddha Sattva is transcendental, it's pure goodness without any mixture of the modes of nature. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabdidam Yad Iyate Tatra Pumana Pavrita Sattvecha Tasmin Bhagavan Vasudevo E Adhokshajo Me Manasa Vidiyate. The condition of pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva, in which the Supreme Personality of God is revealed without any covering, is called Vasudeva. In that pure state, the Supreme Godhead, who is beyond the material senses and who is known as Vasudeva, is perceived by my mind. This text from Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by Lord Shiva when he condemned Daksha, the father of Sati, as an opponent of Vishnu, confirms beyond a doubt that Lord Krishna, his name, his fame, his qualities, and everything in connection with his paraphernalia exist in the Sandini Shakti of the Lord's internal potency. So we always say these are three eternal aspects of the Lord, which is Nam, Guna, and Rupa. Name, qualities, and form. Krishna Bhagavata Jnana Samviterasar Brahma Jnanadika Sab Tara Paribar. The essence of the Sanvit potency is knowledge. This essence of the Samvit potency is knowledge that the Supreme Lord is Krishna. All other kinds of knowledge, such as the knowledge of Brahman, are its components. The activities of the Samvit Shakti produce the effect of cognition. Both the Lord and the living entities are cognizant. Sri Krishna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has full knowledge of everything everywhere, and therefore there are no hindrances to his cognition. He can have knowledge merely by glancing over an object, whereas innumerable impediments block the cognition of ordinary living beings. The cognition of the living beings has three divisions: direct knowledge, indirect knowledge, and perverted knowledge. Some sense perception of material objects by the mundane senses, such as the eye, ear, nose, and hand, always produced definitely perverted knowledge. This illusion is a presentation of the material energy, which is influenced by the Samvit Shakti of sense perception, which is influenced by Samvit Shakti in a perverted manner. Negative cognition of an object beyond the reach of sense perception is the way of indirect knowledge, which is not altogether imperfect, but which produces only fragmentary knowledge in the form of impersonal spiritual realization and monism. But when the Samvit factor of cognition is enlightened by the Ladini potency of the same internal energy, they work together, and only thus can one attain knowledge of the personality of God. The Samvit Shakti should be maintained in that state. Material knowledge and indirect spiritual knowledge are byproducts of the Samvit Shakti. Ladiner Sara Prema, Prema Sara Bhava, Bhavera Paramakashta Nama Mahabhava. The essence of the Ladini potency is love of God. The essence of love of God is emotion, bhava, and the ultimate development of emotion is Mahabhava. Mahabhava Swarup Sri Radha Thakurani Sarvaguna Kani Krishna Kanta Shiromani. Sri Radha Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhava. She is the repository of all good qualities and the crest jewel among all the lovely consorts of Lord Krishna. Tayorapi ubayor madhye radhika sarvatadika Mahabhava Swarupeyam Gunar Ati Variyasi. Of these two gopis, Radharani and Chandravali, Srimati Radharani is superior in all respects. She is the embodiment of Mahabhava, and she surpasses all in good qualities. This is a quotation from Srila Rupa Goswami's Ujjvala Nilamani. So what we're hearing in this chapter, previously, in chapter 3, we heard the external reasons for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent, which is to spread the mission of Sankirtan, which is Prema Sankirtan or Prema Kirtan, chanting in love of Godhead, and to give the full development of rasa up to that of Madhurya rasa or Sringara rasa. The relationship with the Lord as lover, or paramour relationship. So those two, that spreading Sankirtan and giving all rasas as only Lord Krishna can give, that is considered external. And it is said that the time for spreading the Yuga Dharma, these are, of course, very elevated ways of distributing love of Godhead through Sankirtan and through the full giving of rasa. But still, the time of the Yuga Dharma for the Lord to descend and give the Yuga Dharma coincided with the time for Mahaprabhu to come to this world. And when he did so, he also had his internal reasons for coming. So those are the external reasons, and the confidential reasons are that Mahaprabhu wanted to taste, he wanted to know the glory of Radharani's love, He wanted to know that sweetness in him that only she can know fully, beyond anyone. And he also wanted to know the happiness that she experiences. So for these internal reasons or confidential reasons are being given here for the Lord's descent. Previously we heard the external reasons, and that is expressed what is it in verse number 4 of the where it says this verse, Anarpita charim chirat karuna yavatirna kalo samarpayitum unnato jwala rasam svabhakti shriya. Svabhakti shriyam hari purata sundara duti kadamba sandipita sada hridaya kandare suratu ma sachinandana. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, be transcendentally situated in the innermost chambers of your heart, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold. He has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service and mellow of conjugal love. So that was explained in the previous chapter of the reasons for Mahaprabhu to come, and now under the confidential reasons for Mahaprabhu's coming to this world is mentioned. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Ladini Shaktirasmat Ekatmana Vapi Bhuvi Pura Dehabedam Gatoto Chaitanyakyam Prakatam Adhuna Tadvayam Chaikyam Aptam Radha Bhava Duty Suvalitam Nomi Krishna Swarupam. The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they separated themselves eternally. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. Then Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidrisho Vanayaiva Svadyo Yenadbhuta Madhurima Kidrisho Va Madhya Sokyam Chasya Mad Anubhavata Kidrisham Veti Lobat Tadbhavadya Samajani Sachi Garba Sindo Harindu. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi as the moon appeared from the ocean. So now then at the beginning of this chapter, Adi-lila 4, there was an introduction given to eventually come to begin the discussion of this. And there we've been hearing about Ladini Shakti, the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency, and that everything about the Lord is in the is Vishuddha Sattva, that all existence there is of different from any manifestation in this material world, and it's that it's unmixed goodness, whereas the modes are not like that. So now, the condition of pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva, in which the Supreme Personality of Godhead is revealed without any covering, is called Vasudeva. In that pure state, the Supreme Godhead, who is beyond the material senses and who is known as Vasudeva, is perceived by my mind. And the essence of the Samvit potency is knowledge that the Supreme Lord is Krishna. All other kinds of knowledge, such as the knowledge of Brahman, are its components. The essence of the Ladini potency is love of God. The essence of love of God is emotion, bhava, and the ultimate development of emotion is mahabhava. And Sri Radha Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhava. She is a repository of all good qualities and the crest jewel among all the lovely consorts of Lord Krishna. So now I'll go continue with text number 71. Krishna Prema Bhavita Jara Chitendriya Kai Krishna Nija Shakti Radha Kridara Sahai. Her mind, senses, and body are steeped in love for Krishna. She is Krishna's own energy, and she helps him in his pastimes. Srimati Radharani is as fully spiritual as Krishna. No one should consider her to be material. She is definitely not like the conditioned souls who have material bodies and gross and subtle covered covered by material senses. So we don't consider Radharani to be material, and we'll go on from here. Anyway, her senses thus her body, mind, and senses fully shine in love of Krishna. She is a personified Ladini Shakti, the pleasure-giving energy of the Lord's internal potency, and therefore she is the only source of enjoyment for Krishna. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitabis Tabir Ya Eva Nija Rupa Taya Kalabi Golokeva Nivasati Akilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Parusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who resides in his own realm, Goloka, with Radha, who resembles his own spiritual figure and who embodies ecstatic potency, Ladini. Their companions are her confidants, who embody extensions of her bodily form and who are imbued and permeated with ever blissful spiritual rasa. Krishnere Karaya Jaichi Rasasvadan Kridara Sahaya Jaichi Shunabibaran. Now please listen how Lord Krishna's consorts help him taste rasa and how they help in his pastimes. Krishna Kanta Ganadeki Tribida Prakar Ek Lakmi Gana Puri Pure Mahishi Gana Ar. The beloved consorts of Lord Krishna are of three kinds: the goddesses of fortune, Lakshmis, the queens and the milkmaids of Braja, the queens of Dwarka, and the milkmaids of Braja, Gopis, who are the foremost of all. These consorts all proceed from Radhika. So this is all the different consorts or expansions of Srimati Radharani. Avatari Krishna Jaiche Kore Avatar Amshini Radha Hoite Tina Ganera Bistar. Just as the fountainhead, Lord Krishna is the cause of all incarnations, so Sri Radha is the cause of all these consorts. Vaibhava Gana Jaina Tara Anga Vibhuti Bimba Prati Bimba Rupa Mahishira Tati. The goddesses of fortune are partial manifestations of Srimati Radhika, and the queens are reflections of her image. Lakmi Gana Tara Vaibhava Vila Shamsa Rup Mahishigu Gana Vaibhava Prakasha Swarup. So the goddesses of fortune are partial manifestations of Srimati Radhika, and the queens are reflections of her image. The goddesses of fortune are her plenary portions. Lakmi Gana Tara Vaibhava Vilamsha Vila Shamsa Rup Mahishi Gana Vaibhava Prakata Swarup. The goddesses of fortune are plenary portions, and they display the forms of Vaibhava Vilas, difference in forms. The queens are of the nature of her Vaibhava Prakash. It's like reflections. Akara Swabhava Bede Braja Devigan Kaya Vyuha Rupatara Rasera Karan. The Braja Devis have diverse bodily features. They are her expansions and are the instruments for expanding rasa. Bahukanta Vina Nahe Rasera Ulas Lila Rasahaya Lagi Bahuta Prakash. Without many consorts, there is not much exaltation in rasa. Therefore, there are many manifestations of Srimati Radharani to assist in the Lord's pastimes. So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is giving a nice explanation of the intricacies of the confidential reasons for the Lord's descent. So many things are about, what word could we use? An esoteric nature. They're not easily understood. And so, if not everything is understood by us still, we're getting it throughout the Adi-lila, as Srila Maharaj has explained, we're getting indications of ontological development. Ontology is how he describes things, of how you can understand what's happening in the background, what's going on, what is the nature of the Lord's lila, his activities, how they're going to what's happening within the different components of lila, or the nature of the Lord's, his being, his activities, all these things. Tara?
Can I ask a question, Mark?
Yeah.
This verse, can you explain more about this? Why there must be many? Why one is not enough? Even on the mundane level, we have the expression, variety is the spice of life. So to glorify Srimati Radharani, she's shown like a locket surrounded, like a jeweled locket surrounded by many other jewels. And it enhances actually everything is working to enhance the lila of Radha and Krishna. So all these things are just like adornments and enhancements of the lila, and showing that Radharani is very unique and more exalted than everyone. So this is, without many consorts, there is not such exaltation in rasa. Therefore, there are many manifestations of Srimati Radharani to assist in the Lord's pastime. And you get the exclusiveness of Srimati Radharani by showing variety. Anyway, that's my explanation. Taramadye Brajanana Bhava Rasa Bede Krishna Ke Goraya Rasadika Lila Svade. Among them are various groups of consorts in Braja who have varieties of sentiments and mellows. They help Lord Krishna taste all the sweetness of the rasa dance and other pastimes. So they're doing so many things, these expansions. Some are playing music, some are offering garlands, flowers. Some are in the position of manjaris or assisting. They're coming to Radharani and offering different assistance, and some are taking messages, whatever is needed to be done, they're assisting. Govinda Nandini Radha Govinda Mohini Govinda Sarvasva Sarvakanta Shiromani. Radha is the one who gives pleasure to Govinda, and she is also the enchantress of Govinda. She is the be-all and end-all of Govinda and the crest jewel of all his consorts. This is interesting. Govinda Nandini Radha Govinda Mohini Govinda Sarvasva Sarvakanta Shiromani. Radha is the one who gives pleasure to Govinda, and she is also the enchantress of Govinda. She is the be-all and end-all of Govinda and the crest jewel of all his consorts. Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mai Sarva Kanti Samohini Para. The transcendental goddess Srimati Radharani is the direct counterpart of Sri Krishna. She is the central figure for all the goddesses of fortune. She possesses all the attractiveness to attract the all-attractive personality of God. And she is the primeval internal potency of the Lord. Devi Kohi Dotamana Parama Sundari Kimva Krishna Puja Kridara Vasati Nagari. Devi means resplendent and most beautiful, or else it means the lovely abode of the worship and love sports of Lord Krishna. Srila Govindamar is like that word, dotamana. Devi means resplendent and most beautiful, dotamana. Or else it means the lovely abode of the worship and love sports of Lord Krishna. Krishnamai Krishna Jara Pitare Mahire Jaha Jaha Netrapare Taha Krishna Sware. Krishnamai means one who's within and without our Lord Krishna. She sees Lord Krishna wherever she casts her glance. Kimwa Prema Rasa Maya Krishnara Swarup Tara Shakti Tara Saha Hoy Ekarup. Or Krishna Mai means she is identical with Lord Krishna, for she embodies the mellows of love. The energy of Lord Krishna is identical with him. Krishna Mai has two different imports. First, a person who always thinks of Krishna, both within and without, and who always remembers only Krishna wherever she goes or wherever she or whatever she sees is called Krishna Mai. Also, since Krishna's personality is full of love, his loving potency, Radharani, being non-different from him, is called Krishna Mai. Krishna Bansha Purti Rupa Kore Aradhane Ateva Radhika Nama Purane Vakane. Her worship, Aradhana, consists of fulfilling the desires of Krishna. Therefore, the Puranas call her Radhika. The name Radha is derived from the root word Aradhana, which means worship. The personality who excels all in worshiping Krishna may therefore be called Radhika, the greatest servitor. Anaya radito nunam Bhagavan Harer Ishvara Yanno Vihaya Govinda Pritoyam Anayad Raha. Truly, the Lord has been worshipped by her, therefore Govinda, being pleased, has brought her to a lonely spot, leaving us all behind. Truly, Krishna has been worshipped by her, therefore Govinda, being pleased, has brought her to a lonely spot, leaving us all behind. So, that's after Krishna left the Rasa Lila. Ateva Sarva Puja Parama Devata Sarva Palika Sarva Jagatara Mata. Therefore, Radha is Parama Devata, the Supreme Goddess, and she is worshipable for everyone. She is the protectress of all, and she is the mother of the entire universe. Sarva Jagatara Mata. Therefore, Radha is Parama Devata, the Supreme Goddess, and she is worshipable for everyone. She is the protectress of all, and she is the mother of the entire universe. And we see that often when Guru Maharaj and Govinda Maharaj would give names, they'd give, to ladies, they'd give names, of mostly relating with Srimati Radharani. And some of those names sounded like names of other goddesses, like Durga, etc. But in the sense that all those names ultimately glorify Radharani. They may be used in other contexts, but actually they're all meant for Radharani. So Jagat Mata and all these different understandings. Sarva Lakmi Shabda Purve Korijache Vyakyan Sarva Lakmi Ganer Tiho Hana Adishtan. I've already explained the meaning of Sarva Lakshmi. Radha's original source of all the goddesses of fortune. Kimba Sarva Lakmi Krishner Shadbida Aishvarya Tara Adishtatri Shakti Sarva Shakti Bharya, or Sarva Lakshmi indicates she fully represents the 6 opulences of Krishna. Therefore, she is the supreme energy of Lord Krishna. Sarva Sundarya Kanti Vaishaye Jahate Sarva Lakshmi Ganer Shabda Shobha Hoy Jaha Hoite, or Sarva Lakshmi indicates she fully represents us, the 6 opulence of Krishna. Shad Vida Aishvarya. Therefore, she is the supreme energy of Lord. So then, of course, when we speak of Aishvarya Gyan, we're normally referring to Vaikuntha worship. But here, it's mentioned, Sarva Lakshmi indicates that Radha herself fully represents the 6 opulences of Krishna. Therefore, she is the supreme energy of Lord Krishna. And whatever we'll see on any other level is ultimately expanded, an expansion of her. Even if it's the coming just like Sarva Lakshmi is coming in her, with her expansions are the Lakshmis, which are obviously in Vaikuntha, but they're expansions of her. And then, but she is the one who fully represents all opulences of Krishna. We hear something about that when there's a discussion between Swarup Damodar and Srivas Thakur during the Hera Panchami. And seeing Lakshmi come in with a procession of her maidservants, then Srivas Thakur, who Mahaprabhu says is being affected by that potency, just like it starts glorifying Lakshmi, and then he says, "Oh, what's going on in Vrindavan? A few sticks, some twigs, and milk and some peacock feathers. But where's he's indicating where is the opulence there?" And then as Mahaprabhu says, Swarup Damodar, he's a full-fledged representative of the highest understanding. He's the highest understanding, and he's completely dedicated to that vision of Vrindavan, which was expressed in Ragmarg Bhakti and everything. Then he talks about how Radha and Krishna are seated on a jeweled throne, and all the dust is just Chintamani Mani, and how all the trees are Kalpavriksha, and all the cows are Kamadhenus, and all movement is dance, and all talking is song, and it goes on like this. And then you see that the opulence of Vrindavan, that is the greatest opulence, but we'll normally speak of Vaikuntha as Aishvarya, of opulence, but actually here it says that Radharani represents the 6 opulences of Krishna, that Shadvida Aishvarya. Anyway, so everything's on loan, you could say, or expanded from, we could say expanded from Radharani, like that. Sarva Sundarya Kanti Vaishaye Jahate Sarva Lakmi Ganer Shobha Hoy Jahoite. The word Sarva Kanti indicates that all beauty and luster rest in her body. All the Lakshmis derive their beauty from her. Kimbakanti Shabde Krishnera Saba Icha Kohe Krishnera Sakala Bansha Radhate Rohe. Kanti may also mean all the desires of Lord Krishna. All the desires of Lord Krishna rest in Srimati Radharani. Radhika Karana Krishner Banshita Puran Sarvakanti Shabder E Arta Vivaran. Srimati Radhika fulfills all the desires of Lord Krishna. This is the meaning of Sarvakanti. Jagat Mohana Krishna Tahara Mohini Ateva Samastera Para Takurani. Lord Krishna enchants the world, but Sri Radha enchants even him. Therefore, she is the supreme goddess of all. Oh, so many names. Krishna Mohan and so many names indicating about Krishna's and how he enchants living beings, and what can we say about that? That he's like compared to what six arrows, what's the name of that personality who shoots? Kamadev. And in English, Kamadev is Cupid. Okay, that Krishna's compared to Cupid, to Kamadev, who's enchanting everyone. But here's a Sri Radha. Okay, Lord Krishna enchants the world, but Sri Radha enchants even him. Therefore, she is the supreme goddess of all. So, and there's a statement from the two parrots talking, right? Suk and Shari, where Shuk is glorifying Krishna, and he says, oh, Krishna, he's the transcendental Cupid, he enchants everyone. And then Shari says, yes, when he's with Srimati Radharani, he enchants everybody. But when he's with himself, by himself, then he's confused. Then he's enchanted. So it's meant as a joke, but there's said in that way. And even we hear Srila Prabhupada, who Guru Maharaj said, yes, worshipping Nityananda and Sakya Ras and so many things like that. Even that Srila Prabhupada says something to the effect of, Krishna is not so beautiful unless he's with Srimati Radharani. That he derives his beauty by being with her. So these are all some, what can we say, some sentiments and loving humor, talking about how, or as Govinda Maharaj said, Krishna is the powerful and Srimati Radharani is the power. And then he said, this bulb has illumination because electricity is flowing through it. So electricity is the power. The bulb derives its power, from the electricity Krishna derives. Krishna's the powerful. Radharani is the power. What is the meaning of powerful without that power, without that Shakti? As I said, I can say these things, but these are very high topics. And Radha Purna Shakti Krishna Purna Shakti Man Dui Bastu Vedanai Shastrara Paraman. Shri Radha is the full power, and Lord Krishna is the possessor of full power. The two are not different, as evidenced by the revealed scriptures. Mrigamara Taraganda Jaiche Abhichade Agni jwalate jaiche kabuna hibed. They are indeed the same, just as musk and its scent are inseparable, or as fire and its heat are non-different. Radha Krishna che sada ekai swarup, lila rasa shwadite dhare dui rup. Thus Radha and Krishna are one, yet they have taken two forms to enjoy the mellows of pastimes. Lila rasa. They've taken two forms to experience, taste that. And rasa meaning the taste of that lila. Prema bhakti shikaite apane avatari Radha bhava kanti dui angikara kori Sri Krishna Chaitanya rupe koila avatar eta panchama shloker arta parachar. To promulgate prema bhakti, devotional service and love of God, Krishna appeared as Sri Krishna Chaitanya with the mood and complexion of Sri Radha. Thus I have explained the meaning of the 5th verse. So, as I mentioned. Then we'll go on to now talking of the 6th verse. Sasta shlokararta korite prakash pratame kohiye se shlokarabas. To explain the 6th verse, I shall first give a hint of its meaning. Avatari Prabhu Pracharila Sankirtan Ehobaya Hetu Purve Korijachi Suchan. The Lord came to propagate Sankirtan. That is an external purpose, as I have already indicated. Avatarer Ara Ek Ache Mukya Bij Rasika Shekara Krishnera Sekarya Nij. There is a principal cause for Lord Krishna's appearance. It grows from his own engagements as the foremost enjoyer of loving exchanges. So, to spread kirtan, sankirtan. But as we see in the Leela of Mahaprabhu, when the Bengali devotees come to Puri and the king of Orissa, what's memory failing me, the king, Prataparudra Maharaj, Prataparudra, he's on the roof looking at Mahaprabhu meeting with the devotees who have arrived from Bengal. And he hears the kirtan and he says, well, we've heard kirtan many, many times in our life, but we never heard any kirtan like this. Then he's told by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, yes, this is the Lord's own special contribution. It's called Prema Kirtan. Well, not just kirtan, but it's all Prema Kirtan. It's because Prataparudra said, we haven't heard this kind of kirtan. So, of course, Mahaprabhu's, it's an external reason, but even that external reason, that Mahaprabhu is, that kirtan is very enchanting, Mahaprabhu. There is a principal cause for Lord Krishna's appearance. It grows from his own engagements as the foremost enjoyer of loving exchanges. Ati Guda Hetu se Tribida Prakar, Damodara Swarup, Hoite Jahara Prachar. The most confidential cause is threefold. Swarup Damodar has revealed it. Swarup Gosai Prabhur Ati Antaranga Tahate Janer Janena Prabhur E Sabha Prasanga. Swarup Gosai is the most intimate associate of the Lord. He therefore knows all these topics well. Prior to the Lord's acceptance of the renounced order, Purushottama Bhattacharya, resident of Navadip, desired to enter the renounced order of life. Therefore, he left home and went to Benares, where he accepted the position of brahmacharya from a Mayavadi sannyasi. When he became a brahmachari, he was given the name Sri Damodar Swarup. He left Benares shortly thereafter without taking sannyas, and he came to Nilanchala, Jagannath Puri, where Lord Chaitanya was staying. He met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there and dedicated his life for the service of the Lord. He became Lord Chaitanya's secretary and constant companion. He used to enhance the pleasure potency of the Lord by singing appropriate songs, which were very much appreciated. Swarup Damodar could understand the secret mission of Lord Chaitanya, and it was by his grace only that all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya could know the real purpose of the Lord. Swarup Damodar has been identified as Lalita Devi, the second expansion of Radharani. However, text 160 of Kavi Karnapur's authoritative Gauraganadesh Dipika describes Swarup Damodar as the same Vishakha Devi who serves the Lord in Goloka Vrindavan. Therefore, it is to be understood that Sri Swarup Damodar is a direct expansion of Radharani who helps the Lord experience the attitude of Radharani. So, yes, we'll hear about Swarup Damodar, so complete dedication that Lalita showed, we could even say dedication to the point which of complete partiality towards Radharani, even over Krishna. That's Lalita. Anyway, Swarup Damodar has an expansion of Lalita Devi, and sometimes we'll say that Ramananda Roy, representing Vishakha Devi. Radhikara Bhava Murti Prabhura Antar Sebhave Sukha Dukkha Uti Nirantar. The heart of Lord Chaitanya is the image of Sri Radhika's emotions. Thus feelings of pleasure and pain arise constantly therein. So, Maharaj, in usage of language, doesn't the term Sukha Dukkha comes up, right? All the time. And sometimes in a connotative way, right? So how would you say the meaning of Sukha Dukkha?
Well, I mean, a lot of it's according to context, as you're saying. So, I mean, pleasure and pain, or joy and sorrow, or you might adjust it according to context.
Yeah. And sometimes they'll say that as a person who's subject to rapid variations, right, of going from pleasure to pain. And anyway, but here, I'll go back to the heart of Lord Chaitanya's image of Sri Radhika's emotions, thus feelings of pleasure and pain arise constantly therein. Lord Chaitanya's heart was full of the feelings of Srimati Radharani, and his appearance resembled her. Swarup Damodar has explained his attitude as Radha Bhava Murti, the attitude of Radharani. One who engages in sense gratification on the material platform can hardly understand Radha Bhava, but one who is freed from the demands of sense gratification can understand it. Radha Bhava must be understood from the Goswamis, those who are actually controllers of the senses. From such authorized sources, it is to be known that the attitude of Srimati Radharani is the highest perfection of conjugal love, which is the highest of the five transcendental mellows, and is the complete perfection of love of Krishna. These transcendental affairs can be understood on two platforms. One is called elevated, and the other is called super elevated. The loving affairs exhibited in Dwarka are the elevated form. The super elevated position is reached in the manifestation of the pastimes of Vrindavan. The attitude of Lord Chaitanya is certainly super elevated. From the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, an intelligent person engaged in pure devotional service can understand that he always felt separation from Krishna within himself. In that separation, he sometimes felt that he had found Krishna and was enjoying the meeting. The significance of this separation and meeting is very specific. If someone tries to understand the exalted position of Lord Chaitanya without knowing this, one is sure to misunderstand it. One must first become fully self-realized. Otherwise, one may identify the Lord as Nagara, or the enjoyer of the damsels of Braja, thus committing the mistake of rasabas, or overlapping understanding. Or we could say overlapping misunderstanding. Okay. Seshalilaya Prabhur Krishna Virahunmad Brahmamoy Cheshtara Pralapamoyabad. In the final position of his pastimes, Lord Chaitanya was obsessed with the madness of separation from Lord Krishna. He acted in erroneous ways and talked deliriously. Radhikara Bhava Jaiche Udavadarshane Se Bhave Mata Prabhu Rohe Ratri Dine. Just as Radhika went mad at the sight of Uddhava, so Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was obsessed day and night with the madness of separation. Those under the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can understand that his mode of worship of the Supreme Lord Krishna in separation is the real worship of the Lord. When the feelings of separation become very intense, one attains the stage of meeting Sri Krishna. So-called devotees like the Sahajiyas cheaply imagine they are meeting Krishna in Vrindavan. Such thinking may be useful, but actually meeting Krishna is possible through the attitude of separation taught by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, this is an indication that the Sahajiyas give so much emphasis to meeting with Krishna, but the mood of Mahaprabhu is more vipralamba bhav, that he's always feeling separation from the Lord. And that's the predominant mood that Mahaprabhu shows. So we will say that is a safe mood to follow, the mood of worship and separation. Not to bring things down to the understanding of one's senses. And I also say that this chapter, I'm reading here and trying to explain something, but this is, you know, I'm doing so as a reader. I'm reading what's being expressed here. We could say, passive reader. Okay. Ratre pralapa kore swarupera kanta dori aveshe apana baba kahaye ugadi. At night, Mahaprabhu talked incoherently in grief with his arms around Swarup Damodar's neck. He spoke out his heart in ecstatic inspiration. Jabe jay baba ute prabhura antar se giti shloke sukha dena damodar. Whenever a particular sentiment arose in his heart, Swarup Damodar satisfied him by singing songs or reciting verses of the same nature. Ebe karya nahi kachu sab bichare age iho bibariba korea bistare. To analyze these pastimes is not necessary now. Later I shall describe them in detail. Purve braje krishner tribida vayodharma Komara, Pogandara, Kaishara, Atimarma. Formerly in Braja, Lord Krishna displayed 3 ages, namely childhood, boyhood, and adolescence or youth. His adolescence is especially significant. So I'm going to stop at this point, and tomorrow we'll continue with our reading. Okay. You have any comment? The example given by Guru Maharaj, he said these topics are, one can hear about these, but he said there's not something that you can just easily understand. He says it's not like eating a sweet ball. You can just consume this, but rather the very exalted nature of the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, the very special nature of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is seen as really the full expression of Mahaprabhu's, we could say his lila, his presence, everything expressed in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Maravaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Maranamon Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Garadhara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vinda Jaya Rupa Sanatam Bhatta Raghunath Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Jai Gosai Kodi Charana Bandhan Jai Te Vignana Shabista Puran Jai Gosai Jar Mui Taranas Tasabar Padarinu Mora Panchagras Tader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Janame More Adi-lila Jai Gosai Jabe Braje Kolabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majayi Haman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratam Mudan Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Tara Sadashi Shrimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Tara Sadashi Shrimad Srila Bhakti Rakakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhakta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattadash Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Ki Jai. Janardan Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jewel Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Sripad Bhakti Kamal Tyagi Maharaj Ki Jai.
Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki Jai.
Okay. Sri Bhakti Chandan Parva Maharaj Ki Jai. Pictures here.